Hey guys, in today's video, we're going to be talking about A Shaving Quiesco, coming right up. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in for today's shave. So today I am using some software from Artisan that I've been hearing great things about, and that is A Shaving. So A Shaving primarily until recently was direct sales. I don't believe there even was a website. You would just contact Austin, the artisan behind A Shaving, directly, I think over on Facebook, and he'd let you know when there's a new drop, a new scent, and that's how it's done. But again, I've been hearing great things in the community about this soap, and eventually this release, Quiesco, was released through the Razor company. So that's where I picked it up today. Both the shave soap here, as well as the matching splash. And the label directly corresponds with the idea behind the scent, which is a tribute to the mountains of Washington State, as well as some freshly brewed coffee. One cool little inclusion from A Shaving is underneath the lid here. It was taped, this guy right here, a little soap scoop or a guitar pick if you're a guitar player. And this is a nice little branded goodie extra that comes with it. This is my extra second shave with Quiesco. First one, I had to try it. So I used it. I mean, you know, it's straightforward. There's not much to review here, but it's a really cool inclusion. You can see I put a healthy scoop. There's actually still some soap left in my actual shave bowl here. As far as soap softness, it's actually on the firmer side. It takes a little bit to press in, and you can kind of see the colors too. One thing I do note are there's like little pieces, and you know, I'm not sure if it's like, it does seem like there are some chunks of stuff here. I don't think that'll negatively affect the shave at all, but I just did want to note that looking at here. I mean, you guys can see it, I can see it. And as far as the scent strength off the tub, I think this comes in around a 6 or 7, I mean, like 6.5 or 7. It's on the stronger side. It's pretty robust. Off the tub, it is quite woody, earthy. Even there's some mossy notes, and just a faint hint of the coffee in the back. But I do know from the previous shave, it's going to change up a little bit upon lathering. So we'll get more into the scent notes and more of my experience with this soap in just a little bit, but let me show you what we're using today as far as the hardware goes. So for the razor, first up, I think it's been a while since I did a video here on the channel with this one. It is the RazoRock Game Changer 0.84. This I think is the super knurled handle. I forget if this one's still available. RazoRock has a great selection of razors at a great price, and also a number of different handles. The Game Changer 0.84 for the price of, I believe it's around $60 USD. I got this a while ago, but I think it's a great pickup. It's also more aggressive than, you know, your Merkur 34C, your Edwin Jagger DE89. It's a nice step up if you're looking for a little more aggression, a little more efficiency to your razor. And as for the brush, we are going with this guy right here from West Coast Shaving. This is the Infinity brush. And just to note, this is a 26mm Abyss synthetic knot. You can see the WCS logo kind of there. And just a quick note, this brush shape here, it's really comfortable, really ergonomic, whether you face lather, whether you bowl lather. I really recommend checking these guys out if it kind of piques your interest at all. Alright, so in my excitement to get the face lather going, I also want to mention, as far as the shave soap goes, there is in fact a side label. And that's one thing I think I forget to mention sometimes. As far as the packaging goes, I don't usually dwell on too much unless there's some really eye-catching art or something particularly offensive about the art, I guess. But side labels, it's not something that all artisans, not all soap makers do, but it is available here on AA Shaving. I know some people love their side labels. I guess one quick workaround, if there is an artisan you like that does not have side labels, you can always pick up a label maker from online. You can get it from Amazon, Staples, your local big box store. That's a workaround. There's different quality of label makers. You'd probably want something that is at least somewhat resistant to water. The AA Shaving soap formula is a tallow-based soap formula. And the scent notes, what we're looking at is a mossy green, amber, cedarwood, blackwood, and coffee. And as I mentioned before, what is initially off the tub isn't quite what is the same thing once lathered. So off the tub, I get a lot of that the woody notes as well as the mossy green notes. And what happens is upon lathering it, it kind of flips around and you get much more of the coffee. And it's important to note, coffee, as a note, as a fragrance, usually goes one of two ways. It's either a sweet, creamy coffee, kind of like melted ice cream, honestly. A lot of times I smell that. And I think a lot of people like that. Coffee ice cream, I'm sure sounds really appealing, very gourmand. I really like it when someone can do something interesting with black coffee or like roasted coffee beans. And that is more what we are getting here in Quiesco. And I think it works with the outdoorsy, woody nature of the scent. So everything's working really well together. And, for those of you who like trying different shave soaps and whatnot, don't ever just judge a soap by what's off the tub. Can't tell you how many times things have changed a little bit or quite significantly. And it's not like I get a totally different scent. It's just that the different notes might come out more in the forefront upon activation, adding some of that water and agitation. I think those of you who really like outdoorsy nature scents, earthier scents, are gonna like this one. The one note for me that kind of makes it challenging sometimes, or challenging as far as using it on a really hot day, it's kind of pretty warm in the upper 80s and 90s where I am right now at the time of recording. Sometimes it can be a bit much, or I wouldn't say it's an acquired taste, but if you do like earthier scents, if you do like those naturalistic scents that remind you of like camping or a nice hike, this falls in that category. All right, so the lather is at a good place here, and let's get to that first pass with the Game Changer 0.84. But as I was just saying, I did want to make note of that. It really is that green note. And from the last time I used it, a little spoiler here, the witch hazel base aftershave carries the scent very well. I was getting it for up to maybe 3 hours, up to maybe 2 or 3 hours after I had the shave. And I think, well, at least for me, that mossy green note, it's an acquired taste. It's not for everyone. For me, it's a sometimes scent. So while I really enjoy the coffee, the way that it's green, it's not something I'm always looking for, but I do enjoy on occasion. And one thing that this scent reminds me of, at least the style of the scent, and even with the artwork on the label and everything, this really reminds me of Talbot. And I think a while back when I was chatting with Chad from Talbot, he might have been one of the early ones to make me aware of AA shaving. So I would definitely say if you enjoy the scents that Talbot typically puts out, and if you haven't tried Talbot, that is such a wonderful shave soap. Definitely try to get your hands on some. But if you like those kind of scents that Talbot typically does, it would certainly seem like Quiesco and the other scents from AA, they kind of draw from a similar inspiration of nature, the outdoors. And you know what, I'm realizing I didn't mention what razor blade I'm using. I'm using a Gillette Silver Blue in the Game Changer here. I might be a little scattered today, so I do apologize in advance. Also, I do want to talk about the performance of the shave soap. Again, this is a tallow-based soap, and I would say I'm very impressed. My early impressions of the soap, this is on the upper tiers. As far as performance goes, I would at least put it in my A tier right now. That's how good it is. But of course, you know, final judgment, I do want to get some more shaves in before I put it solidly in there, but it is very good. It's easy to work with. And it does provide a very kind of dense, creamy lather. But at the same time, I'm not having to like put a lot of work and time into it. Some soaps are super thirsty, so you need to make sure you properly hydrate it. I think this one comes together fairly quickly. But overall, very impressed with the soap formula here. Also note, you might see this Game Changer, when I record a video with it, because I'm trying to talk and remember things to tell you guys, I do tend to nick myself pretty easily with this. So got some in the neck, got some sizes on it, some on the side here. It's a close shave, but this one always tends to nick me unless I'm doing like an off-camera shave. Just a funny thing to note. Anyway, we're done with this pass. I'm pretty sure we're good with 2 passes. So let's rinse up and we'll talk about the aftershave splash. All right, so very nice shave today. Let's check out the aftershave splash here. This is a witch hazel base. There's no alcohol. And despite that, alcohol tends to carry a scent better. This one lasted quite a while. Again, 2-3 hours after I had my shave, I was still smelling this off my skin quite easily. So it does the job of kind of soothing the skin and carrying the scent further. So those two, those are the main 2 things I'm looking for. In fact, that's the main 2 things most of you guys are looking for in a good aftershave splash. All right, so let's wrap things up here. Quiesco as a scent, I am trying to represent it well. My thoughts on it: it's not a everyday scent for me. It's not an all the time. I think I kind of have to be in the mood for it. But I really like the black coffee note, that roasted nature of black coffee. It's nice. This is not a sweet scent. However, I definitely would recommend it to folks who like outdoorsy scents. It's earthy, it's woody, but very interesting, very unique scent here. Performance is stellar. I said I would put it on the A tier. Keep in mind, in the tier system, S is the top, and then goes A, B, C, D. So A, I mean, from just early impressions of it, it's really nice. Across the board, all the categories for the slickness, ease of lathering, the other factors that escape me right now, but just a really enjoyable soap to use. So I'm so glad to finally have tried AA shaving, and definitely, of all the many soap options out there, if this is on your radar at all, I would say pull the trigger and give it a try. And I'd also love to hear from you guys. Have you used AA shaving? Did you pick up a set of Quiesco? If you did, let me know your experience with the soap, with the scent, down in the comments below. We definitely don't all have the same opinion, so I would love to hear from you guys. And that's gonna do it for today's video, guys. Again, thank you so much for taking some time out of your busy day and joining me for the shave. I hope you found the information helpful. If you have any questions or comments, of course, leave me a message down below. Otherwise, I just want to say have a great day, and I'll catch you next time. Take care. Today's video was made possible in part by our wonderful patrons. For more information about our Patreon, check out patreon.com/lathertalk. You can also check out our Etsy store and pick up a comfy Lather Talk t-shirt or coffee mug. Find all the links down below.